Ignore the corner.
Yep.
Well, hey, how about this? In that case,
Lock that door.
economy,
That'd be good, cool.
has the ability to,
What about this office? Was it like compared to this one?
No, this is like the only office that looks like this.
You should bring that to him because he actually can
Yeah.
make changes.
I don't know, might is boring.
Yeah, no.
Did they take the shared account? I don't think so.
We're not giving the police anything. We don't give them any state money.
I kind of wish I had more chairs in mine, or like a couch. I'd love a couch.
I don't even remember if I have a couch.
Yeah.
I don't think I do.
If you have a couch and I don't, I'm gonna be really pissed, and I'm gonna insist that somebody carry it up the stairs.
Why?
You gonna steal my couch?
I'm gonna steal your couch.
Okay,
that's what I just said.
That's fucked up.
How's that fucked up? I really want a couch. You don't even know if you have one. So if you have one, you're not really using it then, are you?
Well,
You're smart to do that.
You're not really using it. I want a couch. What's the big deal?
that maybe I want the couch.
You're not even sure if you have one.
Maybe if I use my office more after I know that I have a couch.
Oh God, that was the wrong person.
When was the last time you were even in your office?
What was the last time?
When was the last time you were in your office?
Earlier.
And you still don't know whether or not you have a couch?
Oh, no.
You should just look at the PC.
It's okay, guys.
Somebody left
Come on.
some like
You guys
stuff on my PC, so
What was left there?
I can the entire list of all the things that we can fucking tweak.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you can.
Yeah.
I asked. Wow. I asked Crane whether or not that was something you could see, and he was under the impression you could not. So that's interesting.
Yeah. Oh, I
can you move stuff?
I can, but I don't know if I have to save it or if it just takes effect if I fucking move it around. I didn't want to fuck around with it.
Yeah, that makes sense. You know, Max would probably know the answer to that.
There's something about, I don't know. It's all in the recording. Herschel's got to publish it. Yeah, there's something brought up about like it's like trying to regulate people from like taking over a section of town and like claiming it, but I guess
Why does everyone's house look better than mine? I'm so fucking jealous. Send me pictures of your fucking room. Why would you send that to me? No, we're not friends. You're never coming over.
Who was that? That was
Okay. So Terrifact, was that what we're gonna look at?
Fuck. I wish I had like the recording right away. Oh yeah, Mike. Yeah.
Was that what it was, Michael?
No, he's talking about what's up?
Terrifact, is that what we're gonna look at?
Yeah.
Oh boy, Rico, you said a naughty word.
Oh, I just heard the word Rico. Is someone trying to give Crane an aneurysm?
When I got in the DOJ like 5-6 years ago, that was like one of the first things I learned is like don't say Rico.
I don't know. I just heard him asking about the turf thing.
Maybe you know.
I mean,
inevitability. I'm not sure.
I like the turf thing, but I don't know how it doesn't already interact with like trespassing or felony trespassing, right?
Yeah, that's true.
I guess.
Like they shouldn't be there trying to claim whatever, but do they have a right to be in a public space? Sure they do, if it's open to the public, right?
Yeah.
So is trespassing actually the right charge for it? Not sure.
Oh, that's not. That would also be felony trespassing.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's only trespass. Like, it's only if it's government property without permission.
Right, or without permission or the right to do so.
Yeah, if it's a public area, they have the permission because it's public.
Yeah, and it's open to the public. I agree, but they're trying to infringe on other people's ability to enter public spaces, right?
Yeah.
It's almost like reverse trespassing, or like they're trying to trespass other people from their area, right? That's a public area. That you can't really do that. I'm not sure what the right charge would be. Other than like if they made threats, right? The criminal threats, easy, but that's just a misdemeanor. It doesn't really discourage the behavior.
What's that term you like gamified? He like gamified PD basically.
That's the thing.
And even if they brandish, right, it's just brandishing. It doesn't discourage the behavior.
Yeah.
Like different points for different accomplishments. They're about to be real productive.
But that's the thing. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know how to do it, but also keep it. Like, again, I'm not saying people shouldn't have their turfs or whatever you want to call it, but
Officer makes 15% of
At the end of the day, legislating
Right.
something like that just kind of like puts us in the bad graces of people who might vote for us, right?
I was gonna say that just puts also big giant fucking bullseye in our backs.
PDS to
Mm,
increase it to 20%.
yeah.
And
No, I know that,
department has
and that's
to
why
vote.
like this is not even final at
I
all.
think we declined that idea.
It would be finding a middle ground that would make sense, but not prevent people from doing whatever the fuck they want. Basically, it's just dumb that you have such a place like the pier, where people go and say, "This is our turf. If you go there, I will fucking kill you."
True.
Like, okay, no, it's not your turf. It's government owned. You're just hanging out there.
Who's this Dennis Rodman motherfucker?
No, what?
Oh, holy! What happened to your fucking hair?
So,
Holy
I
shit!
just realized you were thinking about my next term or about me running.
You were like a
When I
Yep.
wasn't, I was so sweet. I'm forward thinking.
I told you that's what I do, Beb.
So considerate, babe.
This is where I bring up that I might run again.
You're gonna scare me.
So we shouldn't legislate something like this, is what you're saying?
Yeah, my fault.
Oh yeah, I think so.
I don't know. That's fine. We can drop it.
I think Michael, I see what you're saying because I do think it is a problem that people are doing that, but I'm just not sure that there's a way to legislate against it. That's going to be a deterrent.
How do we prevent it then? Is all.
People need to call the fucking cops.
Yeah, but what are the cops gonna do in that case?
I don't know, hit them with criminal threats and I don't know, brandishing maybe.
Loitering.
We don't have loitering in the penal code. It's been removed since Tim Collins got it removed by Chief Justice Labar 1,000,000 years ago. That was my first case.
Let's legislate it next week.
You wanna add loitering back? Oh my god.
What is loitering again specifically?
That's not a bad idea, because the issue with loitering before was that it was unconstitutionally vague, and we could just make it not unconstitutionally vague.
True.
My fucking wrist is killing me.
It's actually not a bad idea, because they are loitering.
Yeah.
Yeah, good job they didn't add that turbo.
Hmm. Yeah, all right. So I'm just gonna add that to the list really fast and say that we're gonna do add loitering. That's gonna be sick.
Ask me how I know.
Um.
I stole one of your cars and tested it.
So you told Timo that you were gonna help him pay for his expungement. I might have told Greg that we were gonna help maybe him with his. So
I had no idea.
yeah. So we had just I forgot to mention that, and we're obviously of such similar minds on that sort of thing. We're fucking softies, Max. We're fucking softies.
Mm-hmm.
We have tender hearts.
I told you this is why you have no money.
I'll give Timo 20K.
All right, and then I'll just do the same for Greg, and he can save up the rest.
Yeah. There we go.
All right, good. Let's compromise. I got like $102,000 in the bank right now. How's that for no money, Michael?
Damn.
How's that for no money?
Damn.
You almost have it. You're almost up there.
I was telling Michael about Swan's car and how sick it was. I'm trying
That
to
car
get.
is amazing.
It's so good. I was trying to see if we can get like I don't know. I was asking him for suggestions on a car, but I feel like that's the right one. I want to go
Oh,
test
then
drive one of
that
those.
loitering works in that case. Also, you think people will accept loitering though? They're not gonna lose their shit. Like that's if that is that is a good prevention.
They're gonna take some time to save up that money, Max. So we can. I feel like we need to get a car first, like a really good car, before I start donating to charity. Thoughts, comments, concerns. Ooh.
I mean, I agree. I want a fast car. I love fast cars. Fast cars are cool.
Obviously, I have a
two-seater?
problem with fast cars. What is it? A two-seater? It is a two-seater.
Yep, that's 3 hours actually.
But it's also a convertible with a hard top. It's so cool. Max, did you drive it the top up or the top down?
Both.
Oh, it's so good.
Is it the one that's
I'm literally
cooked?
obsessed.
What up?
I want it.
I think I test drove it, didn't I? I think I might have test driven that if it's a convertible.
Pizza.
It is.
Is he eating pizza again?
I will. Yeah. Yeah.
Eats
Right.
pizza for a straight week.
Mm-hmm. We did choose. We did choose. We ultimately honored the voting though. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Pretty good.
Oh, I just remembered to tell you to call Marlo.
Working?
Good for me.
I gotta do a lot of meetings.
What can you do, huh?
Sounds good. Sorry, I was
Yeah,
swallowing.
I run around a lot, to be honest.
Love you too, buddy.
Marlo.
He didn't want anything. Yeah.
Who was that?
It was the top 8 people. Or top 4.
Archie.
Oh,
Time you ran.
wow, and he didn't want anything? That's new for him.
Well, he got what he wanted.
That's
It was Archie Archer, right? Oh, and
Actually.
Ursula
What,
and
big
then
dog?
someone else.
No, I said, what up, big dog?
Oh, I just told her share that the thing passed and she
Yeah.
needs to go find a lawyer and get expunged.
Where you at?
Did Crane just
Where they
throw
go?
me under the bus? I think he did.
See ya.
Pick a meeting spot. Pick one. Be decisive.
I wanted spice. But not for something I haven't even pushed through.
What you were saying? I don't know.
4, 5, 6.
Also,
I don't know.
what's the one I wanted spice for?
Okay, take your time. My mouth is full and I'm talking. I know that pisses people off.
Oh, I don't mind.
As long as,
As long as you don't make
smack
fun
it.
of me when I do it or when I try to sneak my vape. I think that we're even.
As long as you don't smack your lips, you're fine.
I try not to.
I smack my lips sometimes.
Don't. It's fucking horrible.
I'm sorry, it's a really bad habit. Started with some bitch named Nicole and just took off. Not sure what happened there.
Yeah.
All right.
Is Crane okay?
See y'all around.
No, he started talking about Rico. I think he might have an aneurysm.
Yeah, I weren't here.
I don't know. It's on recording. I don't know what I said. Oh, okay.
You said fuck them kids and put them in the mines.
No, I said they should get to go to the mines because it would be their choice.
They yearn for
Because
the
they should
mines.
have personal
They
agency.
yearn for the mines, Alan. The children yearn for the mines.
Yeah,
Mhm,
they be able to
sometimes.
smoke their, crack and work in their mine, and then, hey,
I'm gonna be honest. Whether they yearn for the mines or not, some kids should be in the mines. You gotta learn how to, some personal responsibility and shit.
I smoke crack.
there you go. See, you'd be great in the mines.
Don't talk to me, you sick fuck. Fucking sick bastard, you.
You heard him, dirty fucker. Just kidding. Don't know your name, but I'm sure you're a great guy.
Yeah, you were asking me about Eclipse as well.
Hey, what the hell is that shit?
Yeah, basically it's your grandson and Lenny Hawk. And to be honest with you, myself as well.
Who?
You ever met Lenny Hawk?
Can you saw that report?
Oh yeah, that's the guy I asked Siobhan about. She did some
Uh-huh.
report with this idiot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but basically the idea is, let me see, what were the words he used?
Mormon
Uh,
figures.
Oh yeah, something about the lines of like the sun, the moon, blocking out the sun and the moon and only shining light on crime or some shit, so we could stop it all because we see everything. I don't know,
All right.
but yeah, no, they're basically doing like proactive policing.
Maybe we should lower the PDP. They got time to make up secret
Yeah.
clubs and handshakes and bullshit.
I mean, I'll
Not
take
doing
a
their
step.
fucking work.
Well, I'll take it a step further. You know what happens is, I mean, it's a lot bigger problem than what anybody is talking about. Like it's not a bigger problem, but the way that the problem is being talked about is a lot more complex than what people are
Well,
saying. I
we
think.
made
But
Siobhan smoke.
look, I know y'all are as talked out as I am right now, so I'm gonna leave it to it. And if you want to know about it, then I'll tell you, but not now.
All right.
So yeah, should be all good. But y'all didn't have any
I
more
can
questions
see
about what I
them.
was saying about the sheriff's office?
Nope. I think it's
Also, you
a-
were just talking about incidents, right, Max?
About what?
Instant reports?
Yeah, you said about getting access to PD reports.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That makes sense.
Right now,
I thought you were suggesting the mayor should see investigative reports. And I was like, oh, no.
Just incident
right.
reports.
Yeah,
and
incidents, cool. Yeah. Okay. That
I
makes
don't plan
sense.
I mean, I don't really see anything in those I could ever use.
Yeah, no,
Anyway.
because it's all FOIA-able information, so there's no issues there. That's all I was concerned about.
Yep. And I'm doing this primarily so that, I don't have to put another strain on the back of them trying to get the LSPD up and going by making them sit down for like an hour. And
I can just do that right now, actually.
Sick.
So wait, but I need them. I should wait for them to tell me it's okay.
Okay.
You're their boss.
I still didn't order my
So
food.
I'm telling
Yeah.
you it's okay.
All right, I'm gonna call Barrick and notify him so that I guess I'm covering all bases.
Yeah.
It's really polite to give them the heads up, make them aware.
Well, y'all want to reduce pay even more?
No.
Well, if they're fucking got time to make up stupid ass clubs, then sure.
Well,
They
right,
do.
right now, the income tax is at 2%, which means the cops are making 98% of their normal pay.
Oh, now you're letting me.
Yeah,
fucking
but
apply.
I mean,
What the
here's the thing.
fuck?
I did the math on that shit. The hourly wage did not go
Barry's
down by
not
that
answering.
much if you account for the taxes.
Oh, and I'm sorry, but am I just like dumb? Did you guys not understand the argument I was making with York?
No, I mean, I understood it.
Was that whenever I
Mhm.
stepped out?
Because
Or
I
is
was
it
getting
78
frustrated
still?
because I thought did you follow what I was saying, Michael?
I don't think so. Which one was that? York was.
With York, where I got all fired up because I was like, I've asked you this like 3 times.
Oh,
You haven't
no.
answered the damn question.
Yeah, they were. I feel like they were kind of tiptoeing around it instead of.
They're obfuscating.
Yeah,
I
they
can't,
weren't.
I can't blame them because they're just trying to protect their best interests. at the
Sure,
end of the
no,
day.
I get it, but I would maybe I haven't. You don't have as much experience with me, Max, but Siobhan knows, and Michael knows that
Mhm.
I've always been the kind of person where I would 100% much rather you come to my face and tell me that you're, a snake piece of shit, murderer, terrorist, or whatever, because I know who I'm dealing with, right? And it's like, if you don't have a good answer for the question, just say, you know what, I take your point, but I think you should value that emotional response because it is the core of what keeps people coming on duty when it's in a value-driven job like policing. Because the only way you get people to want to serve the public good for shit money and abuse all the time is if they truly believe in it. So yes, Alan Crane, the emotional component is what the difference is, and it is incredibly important. I would have taken that argument, but just tell me ignoring what I'm saying. I don't get it.
It's kind of like with
it's-
lawyers. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Michael.
No, I was gonna say sometimes I can see some people maybe not wanting to say it straight to your face as well, Crane. They might
I
be worried.
guess.
They
I
might
wish
be
they
worried.
would.
Yeah, well, in that case, just tell them. Just say it, spit it out.
Yeah, I thought that's what I was trying to do, but I don't know.
Man, maybe I don't know. I feel like
Maybe
they were
I
kind of
wasn't. I
tiptoeing.
wasn't like direct enough. I don't know. Because
I mean-
I think that would have been a great answer. I would have ran if she said that to me. I would have said, you know what, I get it. I get it. It's not a math problem, okay, but it's meaningful to give them a little boost. In fact, that's what we discussed when we bumped everyone's pay. And I was arguing against certain bumps, and we said, you know what, it's just a token, right? So give it to him. I get it.
I mean, can I speak candidly about the pay?
Please do.
Okay, so truthfully, I think that yes, there's a lot of standing around, and then there's things that are looked at that are kind of taken out of context, right? Where you look at how many arrests have happened, how many incidents are there, all that sort of shit. And it's like, okay, well, these people are sitting around and they're speaking of meetings all day, but half the reason they're in these meetings in the first place is because they have to deal with bullshit, right? So they end up having to deal with bullshit, a lot of which happened from months and months ago now at this point, and it has now led to this sort of thing where like we're still kind of in this rebuild and development area. If you look at the actual numbers, I did the math on it. The sort of final pay cut, right? The net pay cut that we had from before the taxes got reduced
maybe
is only about $36 an hour, which ain't that much. But the problem
like Crane
is
said,
that we
he
got
wants
a
them to
pay
be
cut
blunt
after
and
3 months,
straightforward.
whereas
But that's
seemingly
not
everybody
something
else in the
everyone can
city
do. Like I would
is
have
now
I would've
making far
personally
more
probably
than
struck
we
him
are
too.
in a on a per hour basis, while they get to go and they have to have normal lives and they get to do all kinds of things. And it has now led to a compounding effect of we have officers going off duty because they want to have a house, they want to have a car, they have PD expenses, way more expenses than other people have in their jobs, but they still want to be a police officer, right? This is a highly, highly sought after position. It is, in my opinion, I'm just going to be truthful. I think being a police officer in this city is among the highest
he
honor
is good at
in this city.
articulating it, but
It
he
should be
also
being
knows.
a police officer. And
Or
there's
better.
certain benefits that come with that, but you gain that from your knowledge, your training, your emphasis on doing your procedure correctly. There's so much work, very real work that goes into doing all that. And if people feel like they can't make a living doing those things, in addition to having the higher expenses, it is draining on them. They end up going off duty to go work other jobs just so they can pay for doing their own shit. So that's essentially how they feel right now. That, in addition to the issues we've had with the vehicles in the last few days, is leading to less people being on duty. We had a time a few days ago where I think it was for about, I think we had like 9 hours or something in between 2 incidents, like not even a traffic citation. So
did he just walk away?
That's essentially what's happening. Is people feel like they are having to work more to gain less, and then they're being left behind the rest of the city while being asked so much more of them. And that's really what it is. I mean, it's when you have so many more costs and whatnot. Because myself, I'll just tell you, how do I work? I mean, I'm all in everything for the PD, right? But most people are just not like that. Most people don't have that sort of mindset. And when you don't have people, I mean, that is few and far between. That mindset is few and far between. So you're not going to find a lot of people like that. And just truthfully, you end up not having police officers coming on duty. Like our numbers have gone down a hell of a lot in the last few days. I think it's because of 2 things. One, and I've seen it, people going off duty to work other jobs and then coming back to come on duty during their shift. And then the other thing is just being able and not being able to drive their cars because we had manual CVPIs. Only place in the world that had manual CVPIs. But
are they still
anyway,
manual?
That's it. That's all I got. I think if you don't understand what I said, then that's on you. Because just being 100% honest, I don't know if you could be any more clear than what I've been. Any more clear or direct. That's just the honest to God truth. So,
I want you to give me the names of people who are going off duty to work civilian jobs and then hopping on to do PD work as well.
Mhm.
So make sure you keep an eye out for people who are saying they're doing that or who are doing that, so that I can, yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's a legitimate issue. So,
yeah, it is.
Mm.
Yeah, I got a meeting to go to with my wife, guys.
Talk to you later. Thank you for
Bye-bye.
coming. Oh, Alex.
I'll see you later.
Yeah.
Oh, Shira was
Goodbye.
coming by with her
Yeah,
lawyer
I
to do
just
that
got off the phone with an
expungement.
attorney and I said I got to publish legislation. It's not even,
Okay. All right.
you know.
Sorry, I just want to let you know.
Hey, Duncan, you're back again.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was an eye opener.
What, the meeting or?
Yeah, the meeting. Just see how you all operate. That was interesting.
Hmm. We
I
just
think
kind of do
that
our
quota
thing.
idea is stupid.
You what now?
I think that quota idea is stupid.
The
I
quota
mean,
idea?
I don't think it's that bad on its own, but
It's not bad on its own, but it's gonna really show us when it does get implemented who's here to do police work and who's here to try and get the most money out of, bad faith policing to meet that quota.
Well, it all depends on how we tell people, Duncan. I mean,
It's
you
not
can
bad
be.
faith. It's not bad faith to be incentivized to find crime and then go out and find crime. It's bad faith to accuse people of crime when they're not doing crime.
You're gonna
Just doing
see
your
yes.
job is not bad faith policing.
That's on the cops.
I
If they want to
expect
give him the
some
names,
people
then
to see this
give them
and
the
try to
names.
figure
If
out how to get
not,
the
then
most
yeah,
bang for their buck.
they
Sure,
don't have to.
but that's. I mean, you're arguing more of a philosophical issue, I guess, at this point. But
Yeah, we have
I mean, that's the definition of profiling, isn't it? Bang for your buck. You target the highest likelihood of finding the crime you seek, and then you go after it. And sometimes that profiling means that you end up targeting certain groups or neighborhoods or whatever, right? But is that bad because you're still addressing crime? It's a philosophical question, right?
Then the other question is, are people going to change how they police to get more money?
I mean, to be honest, they should change how they police to actually do their jobs. Right?
Duncan, if you weren't at this meeting, Duncan, and at the next meeting,
I don't know what the fucking
I
get,
announced
dude.
that we're going to go hardcore on littering. You had no idea about this meeting, yet I knew that there was a quota on, getting people for littering. And I hyped you guys up and I said, this week we want to go hardcore. We want to get all the litterers. We're tired of them. They're awful. You would have no idea that we had a quota that we needed to set. You know what I mean? I think there are certain ways that you can encourage people to do their job.
Considering Ursula was there with a camera, I don't think this is going to be a very, thing we can just hide from everybody.
Well, I'm not saying we're going to hide it.
Once people
but
know
there
there's
is
a quota and then the why you're going hard on littering, they're going to be like, oh, shit.
I suppose I just don't think that way. I think that's a small majority of thinkers.
I think money is the root of all evil. Money makes people change their values and morals and whatnot. I don't need money.
Well, you're
I just need
one.
food.
You're one of a lot of people in that case, because a lot of people have everything revolving around money, and that's why like just hiking up, payouts isn't going to fix anything either, or it's not going to fix everything. We've had this conversation before as well. See, people have different
Burger by the
values.
Ocean costs $5. I only need $5 to eat.
So what are you eating for $5 in our city?
Cheeseburger, Burger by the Ocean.
It is not $5.
Did it go up?
Where the
They're
fuck did you get a burger?
$25 a burger.
They were $5 like 2 days ago.
You will not find anything in our city for $5. One container of churros is $25. A pepperoni pizza is $20. You will not find anything lower.
Do I want to get those?
Cost of living
Bro, I
has
don't know what to get.
increased. Cost of repairs has increased. That's how it is.
Well, as long as I can make enough to live and then save a little bit, I'm fine.
Pokeball? I don't think
I'm not
anything
here
is
driving
open
no
now.
fancy car or big mansion.
I think some of us are still in the apartments.
It's a fine apartment.
That's great.
Especially
that doesn't mean that we shouldn't be paid what we're worth, Duncan.
I feel like I'm paid what I'm worth.
Okay.
He's not making a good case for the rest of PD.
I have $15,000, and that's after I had to pay $12K to repair an engine that wasn't mine. I think I'm living comfortably where I don't even look at how much something costs when I go to Senior Buns or whatever. I just hit I just swipe my card. Most people who aren't getting as much as they need have to like look at it and budget. I'm also wearing a jacket that says Dents and a white t-shirt underneath it. I understand that I also don't spend a lot either.
And this has to do with the quota somehow?
Mhm.
No, what I'm saying is some people do want money for things or luxuries.
It's crazy to me that like money is such a thing now that it was not 8 years ago. Like money is a way bigger deal now than it ever used to be. To
I
me,
drive an electric car that doesn't go over 90 miles per hour. I don't have a lot of luxuries. Versus someone like Cornwood who's wearing whatever the hell he's wearing. How much gold is in that belt buckle?
well, it's actually, I mean, it's black. It's just
It was probably
gold paint.
inherited from his family anyway. Yeah.
It's just paint. Just don't tell nobody.
Look at him and look at me and ask who spends more. Actually,
What?
he does spend more.
It's terrible. Budget. What is it? Don't judge it by its cover. Goodness gracious.
Hasn't he spent like 200K on turbos?
Yeah, well, I did. I bought those for the PD, but then I had to pull them because they kept getting stolen, and nobody was being responsible. So, and then everybody got mad at me and say, "Oh, Cornwood's the bad guy." It's like, no, y'all are being irresponsible as shit. Okay, so if you want one, I'll give you one, and if you lose it, then you got to pay me. Simple as that. You know, and then you want to get mad at me? I'm the one who spent $220,000 in the first place on shit. So it's like, you know, what do you want me to, I'm so sick and tired of people intentionally misconstruing the things that I say and do.
Yeah, they did it to you in the meeting today.
That's what it felt like.
You presented, open this office, please, and then everyone was like, "But what about the structure and the departments?"
Yeah, I mean, it's that shit.
Hopefully, Crane.
Why is that invalid?
Well, no, I would say with that specifically that part, I don't necessarily think it's invalid, but that shit is. I see that as, you know, above my pay grade. I think how it should work. I said how I think it should work, but I'm less concerned about that than I am about what the department is. Because I mean, I had a lot to expand on, but I started feeling like the air was getting deflated out of the room, and I was like, look, if y'all want to ask me questions afterwards, you go right ahead.
He just wants to get the building up there open so we can process people up there.
Yeah, but if we get the building open and we don't have a sheriff's election, then it's like, okay, well, that just kind of sucked the life out of things. I mean, it's look,
illegal. I don't know.
Look, I'm a traditional kind of guy. Okay, like I'm well into tradition, and you know, I'm a Texas man. Okay, and I've done things a certain way for a long time in my life, and I think that things should be done a certain way. So I do think that having a little bit of fanfare around the opening of I 100% agree with that as well.
Yep.
Crane.
Yeah.
See, Duncan, you got to be
Sorry,
careful. Okay?
my
That's
cigar
on
was
you.
getting nubbed down and get a new one.
No, it's okay. I mean, that's
I'm sorry,
Judge
Crane,
Crane. I
for
mean,
speaking out of
that
line and
nicotine
saying that
addiction
he
is
was
getting bad.
rich. I'm sorry. I'll never say it again.
That's how it goes. But my point being is, it's been 3 months, and it just, I'm good. Honest to God's truth, 3 months is I personally see it as unacceptable. Just
Well, it depends on who you ask.
well, yeah, but I'm from the perspective of, you know, I would say most people in terms of how things are going, and people need help up in Sandy, and they need help up in Polito, and they, you know, we're not responding to shit, and you got Declan and Lenny literally just sitting there the whole damn time. They can spend a whole shift there and get like moonshiners all day. They can get people doing marijuana shit. They can get, there's all kinds of shit that's happening.
I thought they were just watching anime up there in their car.
They do in between, you know, calls, but they literally can just sit there and the crime comes to them. I did that shit one night in shift 3. So it's like you can literally, like, I can go up there
Girl,
right
thank you so much
now,
for gifting us
and
a
I
Roots
mean,
Slasher.
there's always shit happening.
Let me ask, because I didn't bring this up at the meeting.
Hi.
Would as a start, just having it as a
To buy EI flour.
fuck, I forgot the fucking word of it. What is it called?
Forward
again?
operating base.
Satellite.
Satellite. That's the one.
Processing center.
Satellite office, or whatever you want to call it, as a
Well,
start.
the problem with that, because I brought the idea up, I brought that idea up like a month and a half ago, or maybe like 2 months ago even. And the issue
I ordered
became
burgers.
you don't want to lose the fanfare. Because you don't want to take that away from whoever the eventual sheriff would be.
Galen,
Like the
thank you so much
process
for
of,
4 months.
okay, we're
Thanks
opening
for
up the
Prime
building.
Arena.
You know, you want to make a few
Oh.
adjustments here. You want to put a damn portrait up here of something. You know, some shit like that. Hey, let's go through the uniforms.
You
Like,
want a singular sheriff to go up there and go through the process of stocking the armory, cleaning out the cells, installing the Wi-Fi, reinstalling the fridge after it's been moldy, and doing all the hard work of doing all that himself instead of just having a group of LSPD officers just using it as a LSPD FOB.
No, it's both. But you slow roll the building of the department itself. But it's not a separate department. It is in conjunction with the LSPD. It is one unified police department. It ain't two separate things. Like, I heard the stories about, Malden told me all about what happened after I left, and I'm like, holy shit. Okay,
Oh
we don't need
shit!
that
I
shit.
forgot to feed my grandma. I'll see y'all later.
All right, go ahead. All right, we'll see you later, Judge Crane.
He's checked out.
Yeah.
No, I get what you're saying. One sheriff, one extra member of high command that works with the chief and as chief, and then doesn't have anybody in his department. I'm gonna get up.
Okay.
You're such a drama queen.
Cornwood, please.
Keep working with the attorneys. And,
Okay, so Cornwood, I just spoke with Etta because she didn't fully understand, you know, and not everyone's going to fully comprehend when someone brings something forward. Now, the fact that I only had 10 minutes before the meeting to read the, you know, the dossier that you were going to bring forward, I think I represented you rather well and explained to her that she needs to, you know, leave the way things were done in the past. And then I explained that this is a process. This is going to be step by step. And I think that maybe some people didn't quite understand that this is going to be a process.
So why did she not come to me? You know what I did during that meeting? I asked Barrick for her number, and I texted her this. Howdy, Etta. This is Cornwood. Just wanted to make sure you had my number. Okay. And then at the end of the meeting, I said what? I said, if y'all have any questions about the sheriff's office and what my idea is, come to me and I can explain a little bit better.
Hey, man,
So why
honestly?
Oh, it's because we were just in the middle of discussing quite a few things. So I just really, I'm just trying to say that I set things straight and, you know, and made things a little bit clearer for her, because I think people still have this preconceived idea that things need to be the same and operate the same as they used to, you know, back in the day.
Yeah. I'm just at the point now where people treat me today unlike any way that I've ever been treated. Different than it was treated 8 years ago, different than ever in my life. And I'm about over it. Truthfully. Because people take what I do and say and they try and twist it into something bad.
Is he pushing
when
for
in
sheriff?
reality, I have never been that guy.
Welcome to a day in the life of my shoes.
Yeah, I mean, shit.
What?
I ain't wrong.
I feel this. I live my life. That's how my life is lived. Very few people will actually get me and understand what I'm saying.
Turbo works the same as if you were watching ads without watching ads. So,
but yeah, I mean, it is just wild, and I appreciate you having my back there, Ruby. But like, damn, I mean, things were not like this 8 years ago.
Yeah, you're right.
No,
they're not. We have to navigate new waters, and That was your first time presenting it. Maybe you'll have to come back and explain it again and again. We don't always get what we want the first time we ask. Like we tried asking if we could get our payback, and we're not getting our payback. All we're getting is a quota that we have to meet. You know what I mean? I don't think any of us got what we wanted from that meeting.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm about over the fuse is burning.
I don't like these shoes.
Yeah.
Well-
That's basically how that's basically how it feels.
You know what we need to do? We need to just arrest some folks.
Yep.
Sometimes just
and-
getting back to policing is what we need.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. This place is a maze. Which way do I go?
Straight ahead. Take a left down the
Straight ahead.
stairs. Straight ahead, left down the stairs.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to head out, folks. I got a birthday party I'm going to later on. Deputy Mayor, thank you for letting us come to the meeting. It was very, very eye-opening for me.
You're welcome.
Okay. I'll see you guys back at work.
You have a good one.
All right. Yeah, I'll be
All
out
right.
there in a minute.
Okay.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah.
Deputy Mayor, do you agree with the mayor's quota thing?
Do I agree with it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm kind of iffy about a lot of the things because we are not the one that chose not to give people budget, so not much I can do.
Damn, you guys are still out here, huh?
Yeesh.
I don't.
God damn.
Yeah. I'm gonna move.
Thanks for coming, Cornwood. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Thanks. Thanks, Mr. Mountain. Nothing.
Did Jenny leave? Can people make turbos? No. They buy them from the guy.
Hello.
Hello.
Entrez-vous.
Hmm?
Howdy, how are you?
I'm out of cigarettes.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's a nasty habit. You should quit.
Nope. I'll keep going.
So,
Tell him to just
we were-
watch the video footage. If he wants an interview, he can see exactly what goes
mean,
on in there now. For the
true.
recordings. He doesn't need to talk
I'm
to
kind
any
of
of us.
glad, actually. So now
I'm very
people-
happy.
People could see the
Yeah, no, I'm happy that if we keep doing that every week, I have no issue.
I would have been happy with it from week 1, but I mean,
Yeah.
for some reason, it just wasn't ever happening.
I think it wasn't that misunderstanding or something? Like I think Crane brought it up and then
Well,
I'm
I
not
think
really sure
the
what
thing
happened at
is
the
the
beginning.
fact that sometimes we have to talk about things that are a bit weird, So,
no.
and I
We shouldn't
think
talk
we were
about
talking
weird
about
things.
possibly doing because Juno kept pushing for press conferences, but then she never did anything with it. So, yeah, then it got brought back up. So, yeah, that's where we were at. And then I think like Ursula was out for a while. So, but I only trust Ursula to do that. In all honesty, not just any fuck with a fucking video camera. Honestly. Sorry, I had to take my migraine medications halfway through that meeting. So if I'm slurring or repeating myself a lot, then that's why.
You're good. Yeah, so that was a doozy. It was a doozy meeting. Can't wait to be
Was
replaced
it?
by everyone from PD.
I was so fucking so
Get asked 900 questions.
Oh yeah.
It was good when all of High Command show up to the office 10 minutes before the meeting's supposed to start.
Well, I guess now we know what the grand plan is. Hey, maybe if they double the quotas, they might actually get permission to get money for engine replacements. Smile.
I don't know.
Or, here's the thing is that he said that it's only 55 points to start. What's going to keep it from, bumping it up even higher? He's just going to keep moving the goal line.
Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep track of every single incident and every single point. And I'm going to make sure that when I come to the meeting next week, I'm going to have the exact amount. And if his amount is different than mine, then I'm going to know that he didn't actually look at them.
Because now he's going to be onboarded.
Whatever that means.
He'll be on duty making an hourly pay to go through and...
That's good. So he'll actually be on scenes trying to dictate what we do. That'll be great.
Ada doesn't like Max.
I
don't think she doesn't like Max.
That is definitely going to happen.
He should only be just doing it to go through the reports.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's always been an on and off thing. I don't think people don't like people. I think they don't like the things some people do.
But because of the PD continuity plan, we literally can't say shit about it. So
correct.
And how do you feel about it, Deputy Mayor?
What, the quota system?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm indifferent. I like the idea of pushing people towards what is a problem.
That I can agree on.
That you guys are starting at 90% instead of 100 is a bit, I don't know.
Yeah.
But Max is the one making these decisions, so I'm just going to let him tank the aggro for that.
Isn't it the mayor's office, though, not just him?
Well, like he said, he's letting Max tank the aggro.
No. But I'm saying, he kept saying me, the mayor, in that meeting, and it's not him. It's the mayor's office, which includes you, right?
Yeah. But I'm kind of tapping out on the entire PD thing. I don't know how to fix it. I don't think that giving more money is going to fix anything. It's just an overall problem, PD mentality for some people. Like, I'm not saying everyone is like that. There's good people. Like the guy that I forgot the name of outside who doesn't care about, fancy cars, buying a house. So, at the end of the day...
Yeah, but here's the thing, like...
I don't care about the money either, but the irony of him saying, and actually Crane saying this too, we shouldn't have people who are motivated by money. Also, here's a literal quota system that will motivate you for money.
Yes.
That's literally contradictory.
But the thing is like people should be able to live their lives. Like there are also a lot of cops that have no choice but to just work and be on duty, and they have to like just sit there, and they get shit on constantly, and they are forced to go and they have to deal with so much that it is so tiresome and tedious and demoralizing to have people who should be supporting them going, yes, we know your job is hard. Yes, we know it sucks sometimes, but we're not going to make it more difficult for you. But you need to make sure that you're doing what, you're supposed to be doing. Because sitting here constantly going, I'm trying to find the words. In the beginning, when an issue was noticed, we should have sat down the then high command and gone, hey, these are the issues that we're seeing. These are the issues being brought to us. What do you need to do to fix them, and how can we help? That should have been the first conversation. Now, if nothing happened from that point, then more drastic measures could have been taken. But to go from 0 to 100 the way that they did,
Is it wrong to set
and to
expectations?
have it
No, but
literally demoralize so many people. Because and then for it to just continuously, like, the disrespect and like the lack of acknowledgement of the hard work that these people are putting in and day out. You know, how many hours do these officers spend at home doing reports?
I spent a lot.
Because we have given them the ability to do work at home that they are not getting paid for. But we still expect them to do the work. But is anybody taking that into consideration? No, because they should be thankful for their jobs.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the other thing, Jenny. The only people who got pay decreases were the PD and Bobby and Carmine.
Sorry about that. Was the Bobby and Carmine because I talked with them before they went in there.
No, I know. So that's what we're lumped in with.
So like this is where I'm coming from.
No, I wouldn't
Like,
do it either.
I understand that something has to be done, but there are certain ways that you do it, and this ain't it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how we went from auditors to the auditing reports not being read to chief, assistant chief to these are the crimes I've identified as being the most rampant, I guess is what the word he said, or
I
something
talk
like
to
that.
cops. I talk to people who.
And I haven't seen one actual sheet of data to back up anything he's saying other than I talk to people, which if he's saying he's talking to cops, it's the same 4 cops that we know he's talking to. So
just like the same with his audit.
But unfortunately, like you said, Etta, there is literally nothing we can do except just put our head down, I guess. For the time being.
It's just another month.
Yeah, well, these 2 months felt like 5 years to me. So I don't know about you.
I feel like we had the opportunity to do so much, like, good, but all we've done is just kind of ripped the PD apart. And
Oh, I agree. I
like
don't.
the focus became so PD centric that, you know, and then tearing families apart. Like
Taxes are low though. I am in lockstep with you, Etta.
I don't know. Is this where we just throw our hands up in the air and say whatever?
Oh no. I'm not saying whatever. I'm gonna continue to be diligent and pay attention and watch my back, but
I'm about to die.
I think there's definitely a lot of things, a lot of mistakes that I will be learning from, and hopefully when re-election comes up, and maybe, like I said, maybe PD will take this more seriously this time and realize that
if I die, I'm desiccated.
You know, depending on who's in that seat, they can make our time in PD enjoyable, or they can attempt to do what's happening right now, which I don't know many people who I could talk to right now and say they are happier with how the PD is right now than they were 2 months ago.
Oh, I don't know if that's true. I feel like that kind of depends on who you're talking to. Yeah, I don't know. Even though I have the power, I don't really do much with PD, so it's not my position. I don't have the knowledge.
All right.
No one will ever be happy? No, that's true.
Yeah.
This is, you know, another enjoyable Saturday for all of us.
Yeah, it's just the usual.
Can I, you have any of those military cots lying around, Michael, that I could commandeer at some point? I'll pay you for it.
Do I have any what?
For those military cots that you used in the meeting.
Yeah, he sleeps in here a lot.
Oh, those.
Yeah.
I could probably
Is it
find
possible
one.
for me to get one? Okay, perfect. I don't need it like this moment, but just for the future.
Do you sleep in your office?
Sometimes. On Saturdays, I always sleep in the office.
Weirdo.
Literally sleep in the meeting.
Yeah, well, okay, that was a late meeting for me, okay?
I'm not criticizing you for the sleeping. I'm just saying if you're going to do it, it's good to have a cot. If I want to sleep in my office, I can always just roll it up and take it back to my house. God knows I
And
need a
today
bed.
we're
I just
back to one of our really long meetings.
Yeah, today was very long. So, if you can, I will pay for it.
Yeah, no, I'll find you one.
All right, perfect. I'm going to go lay down in the corner then.
Yes.
All right.
All right. Jenny, thank you for coming and thank you for talking to me before and after. I appreciate it. I'll see you on Monday, okay?
So, if
We've
been
around,
given
if
access to these,
if I'm not in jail by then.
Monday?
Yeah.
the
Well,
stuff.
Next time you're with, let me know.
Nobody
So I wouldn't
told
mind saying
me
hi to him.
that I was getting it, and nobody told me
Oh, Edda
what
has it
to
too?
do with it.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I'm assuming nothing right now.
I don't know. It depends on if you want to fucking.
Yeah.
Do you know the first thing
If
he
you
said
want,
to me?
if you want to butt heads
I'm
with
sure
Max.
it was something idiotic and wildly inappropriate.
Did you?
I feel like you should talk to
Okay,
just
that's on
ask
par.
Crane.
I didn't expect him to change.
Well, see, I asked him, and he was like, "I don't know.
And then I
I don't
said
know.
something like,
I don't know." That's all he
I
kept
bet you
hitting me with
did.
when I pulled him to the side before
Yeah,
the
he
meeting.
did.
Yeah,
And
I
then
know
after
him.
that, he went.
So I'm getting
You
a
look
bunch
great,
of
by
I
the
don't
way.
knows.
Classic.
You're getting a bunch of what?
I don't knows.
Oh, that. Yeah, well, I don't know.
Yeah.
Fuck around and find out. Maybe I don't. I feel like if you
Goes
change
into-
things, then he's
probably
gonna.
got one whiff of oxygen and went into.
But here's the
dang,
thing:
man.
who's giving him the okay to make those changes? If he's not going
Not
through
really.
At one point, he
me,
blamed you
then
for his
is he at
absence,
least
let's be
going
real.
to somebody
No, he didn't.
before he
He
goes
didn't.
making the
Didn't.
changes, or is he just
Didn't.
doing this
Yeah.
at his own will?
Let
He
me know
did
when it
tell
happens.
everyone
Have you
else.
asked
He
him?
did announce to everybody in the area.
Does he
that
talk
we
to
slept
me?
together.
No.
I don't know. I felt like if things were
Also
okay, but I don't know.
All right, I'll see you on Monday.
The reason that I
Yeah,
come to
Monday.
you is because you don't speak to me like you want to slit my throat.
If
No, I
either
would
of you
never.
need me, let me know. All right, I'll be back on Monday.
All right.
All right. Have
Appreciate
a good
you.
weekend, hun.
No, why would I talk to that?
Well, that's
I
the thing
just-
is that, like, I mean, I even told
Yet?
him I want to work with him. I want to do good for the city.
Shut up,
I'm
Chad.
here to help, but he does not include me in anything. He doesn't ask for my opinion. He doesn't talk to me. He called me to inform me that he was going to do something, whether I said no or not. You see what I mean? Like, it has to go both ways. I'm not going to just bend to his will. That's
He's
not
the
how
mayor,
this
yeah.
works.
He is the mayor.
But, like, I mean, if he wants to sit here and explain, like, hey, this is what I'm doing, this is why I'm
She
doing
doesn't
it,
have any
I will
power.
listen to
If she
him
doesn't
if
have any
he's
power,
going
why
to
is the position
explain
there in the first
himself.
place? She's
But
the
if
one
it's
that's in
just
power
I'm
off the
doing
money,
this
in
because
theory.
I say so,
That is hers.
that's not a good
position.
answer. That's not something I can accept. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think that's unreasonable.
No.
And it puts us all in a very awkward position when he's making all of these changes, especially me as fucking treasurer, when he's making all of these changes to taxes and whatnot, and everybody's like, Edda, what the fuck is going on? And I'm sitting here going, I don't fucking know. I don't know. I'm the treasurer, but I have no idea. Nobody's telling me shit. So, I mean, that makes me look incompetent and stupid. Like, hello? Why do I exist? To what? Give event planners money?
Well, he doesn't talk to me either. I didn't notice. I woke up to all this shit, so.
It's like, I don't know.
I don't know.
Everything was great in the beginning, and then when we started like butting heads with things, then he just shut me out completely.
Oh, should I tell her that no.
And it has stayed that way. And I mean, you heard the contempt that he used when he spoke to us, like the sound of his voice, like when he talks to us. He doesn't respect a single one of us.
That's not true.
So how are we supposed to work with somebody who